Hi, President Hawkins. Could I borrow you for 5 minutes and ask you some rapid-fire questions to get to know you a little better?
I'm not sure when Marcom wants to ask me questions.
Oh, it's fun.
Oh, okay.
Thank
All
you
right.
so much. So what's the first thing you thought of when you woke up this morning?
That I came in second place in the Speedy contest.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So what is the first website that you look at each day?
Insight Timer.
And do you have any morning rituals?
I get a text message from my father every morning.
Now, we know that you have a background in acting, so I have a few questions about TV, film, and theater for you, if that's okay. What are your 3 desert island movies?
I'm not sure how appropriate these are for the desert, for an island, but I enjoy Chocolat, The Big Night, and Babette's Feast.
What's a movie that made you cry the most?
Up.
And what's a movie that made you laugh the most?
4 Weddings and a Funeral.
What was your favorite movie as a child?
Escape from Witch Mountain.
And what was your favorite TV show of all time?
Survivor.
Of all the roles that you've played, what was your favorite?
Tybalt in Romeo and Juliet.
And if you could have a role in any play or musical, which would it be?
George Washington in Hamilton.
Play or musical?
A musical, of course.
Could you sing your favorite line from your favorite show?
Kiss today goodbye and point me toward tomorrow.
I love a chorus line. Now, what's your hometown?
Washington, D.C.
And what do you miss most about DC?
The Metro.
What's one thing that you still have from your childhood?
A talking Viewmaster.
What advice would you give to 13-year-old Tony Hawkins?
It gets better.
What advice would you give to 25-year-old Tony?
Love is love is love.
And who's the first person that you call when you have good news?
My dad.
What's the next vacation that you'll be taking?
I'm taking a cruise of the Caribbean.
And what's your favorite food city?
Barcelona, Spain.
And if you had a food truck, what would it be called?
Tony's Hawk Wings.
What's your go-to breakfast?
That would be a cinnamon raisin bagel toasted with butter.
And what's your go-to midnight snack?
Apples and peanut butter.
What one thing do you need to have in your fridge at all times?
Ben & Jerry's ice cream.
And what's your favorite food?
Chili.
Do you have a nickname?
My dad is Hawk and I'm Little Hawk.
And if you have a totally free afternoon, what's your favorite way to fill it?
Watching criminal procedural dramas.
And what's the last hobby that you picked up?
Puzzling.
What's something that recently moved you?
Amanda Gorman's The Hill We Climb.
And have you ever Googled yourself?
Well, of course.
And what's the best compliment that you've ever received?
You don't look that old.
What makes you laugh no matter what?
The sound of a child laughing.
Now, what is your favorite moment from your first day on campus as the 8th president of SUNY Broome?
Waiting for me was a letter from President Drum.
And if you could have an anthem playing every time you walked on campus, what would it be?
George Michael's Freedom.
What's the first thing on your to-do list?
To get an apartment.
And if you could pick any celebrity to be one of your VPs, who would you pick?
Matt Damon as Jason Bourne.
What is the hardest part about being president?
The schedule.
And what's the easiest part?
The schedule.
What historical figure would you like to bring to campus to give a lecture?
Oppenheimer.
And if SUNY Broome could have a sister campus anywhere in the world, where would it be?
Costa Rica.
And if you could have any other job on campus, what would it be?
Maintenance or custodian.
And what is your favorite subject in school?
Mathematics.
What's your least favorite subject?
Military science.
Where did you get your undergraduate degree?
I went to Towson State University.
And if you could redo your undergraduate degree, what would you study and where would you go to school?
Nursing at my local community college.
And what was the first college that you worked for?
Prince George's Community College.
And what was your job at that campus?
I was an assistant professor of speech and theater.
And if you could replace Stinger with any mascot, who would you pick?
I wouldn't replace Stinger.
Can you describe SUNY Broome in 3 adjectives?
It's warm, caring, and student-friendly.
And what is your favorite advice to share with first-time college students?
Don't do it alone. We're here to help you.
Well, that was 5 minutes. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
You too.